The Country Music Association has announced the nominees for the 58th Annual CMA Awards, with Morgan Wallen leading the field with 7 nominations. Other nominees include Cody Johnson, Chris Stapleton, Post Malone, Lainey Wilson, Luke Combs, Charlie Handsome, Jelly Roll, and more. The awards will air on Wednesday, November 20th on ABC. The nominations have sparked controversy among Beyoncé's fans, who are upset that she was not nominated. It is unclear whether Beyoncé's album was even submitted for consideration, as she has previously stated that her album is not a country record, despite featuring collaborations with country artists. In a statement made around the release of her album, Cowboy Carter, Beyoncé explained, "It was born out of an experience that I had years ago where I did not feel welcomed, and it was very clear that I wasn't. But because of that experience, I did a deeper dive into the history of country music and studied our rich musical archive. This ain't a country album. This is a Beyoncé album." Since the release of Cowboy Carter, there has been little news about the album, including no announcements of a tour or further promotion. This is not the first time Beyoncé has faced controversy with the CMA Awards. In 2016, she performed with the Dixie Chicks at the CMA Awards, which led to backlash. TMZ reported that footage of the performance was removed from the CMA's website due to the controversy. However, the CMA has denied this, stating, "CMA has not erased any mentions of Beyoncé's performance on the CMA Awards." In advance of the broadcast, CMA removed a 5-second promotional clip from ABC.com and CMA's Facebook page. The promo was unapproved and was removed prior to the broadcast. Given Beyoncé's recent comments and the history of her 2016 performance, it's possible that Cowboy Carter was not submitted for CMA consideration. Fans have expressed their frustration on social media, with some calling for a boycott of the CMAs. One user wrote, "The CMA doubling down on the disrespect by not acknowledging Cowboy Carter is ridiculous. I'm waiting to see which artists will boycott and stand with Beyoncé. The Carters need their own award show, like Soul Train, so we can watch the CMA's ratings plummet to hell where they belong." Another added, "Beyoncé not getting any nominations for the CMAs is not surprising, but it's really messed up." Another fan remarked, "LOL, so Post Malone gets 4 CMA nominations but not Beyoncé?" As of now, Beyoncé has not responded to the controversy, and it's unlikely she will, given her previous silence about Cowboy Carter and lack of announcements about a tour. Here are the nominees for the main categories at the CMAs. New Artist of the Year, Megan Shabsy, Nate Smith, Mitchell Tenpenny, Zach Toe, Bailey Zimmerman. Music Video of the Year, Dirt Cheap by Cody Johnson. I Had Some Help by Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen. I'm Not Pretty by Megan. The Painter by Cody Johnson. Wildflowers and Wild Horses by Lainey Wilson. Musician of the Year, Tom Bukovac, guitar. Janie Frick, fiddle. Paul Franklin, steel guitar. Rob McNally, guitar. Charlie Worsham, guitar. Musical Event of the Year, Cowboy by Kelsey Ballerini. I Had Some Help by Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen. I Remember Everything by Zach Bryan featuring Casey Musgraves. Man Made a Bar by Morgan Wallen featuring Eric Church. You Look Like You Love Me by Ella Langley and Riley Green. Vocal Duo of the Year, Brooks and Dunn, Brothers Osborne. Dan plus Shay, Maddie and Tay, The Warren Treaty. Vocal Group of the Year, Lady A, Little Big Town, Old Dominion, The Red Clay Strays, Zach Brown Band. Male Vocalist of the Year, Luke Combs, Jelly Roll, Cody Johnson, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen. Female Vocalist of the Year, Kelsey Ballerini, Ashley McBride, Megan, Casey Musgraves, Lainey Wilson. Song of the Year awarded to songwriters, Burn It Down by Hillary Lindsay, Parker McCollum, Lori McKenna, Liz Rose. Dirt Cheap by Josh Phillips. I Had Some Help, written by Louis Bell, Ashley Gorley, Charlie Handsome, Hoskins, Austin Post, Ernest Keith Smith, Morgan Wallen, Chandler Paul Walters. The Painter by Benji Davis, Kat Higgins, Ryan Linz. White Horse by Chris Stapleton, Dan Wilson. Album of the Year, Deeper Well by Casey Musgraves. Fathers and Sons by Luke Combs. Higher by Chris Stapleton. Leather by Cody Johnson. Wits at Chapel by Jelly Roll. Single of the Year, A Bar Song by Tipsy Shabsy. Dirt Cheap by Cody Johnson. I Had Some Help by Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen. Watermelon Moonshine by Lainey Wilson. White Horse by Chris Stapleton. Entertainer of the Year, Luke Combs, Jelly Roll, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, Lainey Wilson.